what to do if you get pickpocketed in Barcelona. Police reports, getting money wired, a new passport. After this happened, can I ever love you again, Barcelona? This is James Whalen. We're going to talk about that sinking feeling you have when you reach in your pockets and you realize your valuables are gone. You're here in Barcelona for real now, folks. The one thing I just throw out there as a ray of light is that there's probably other people going through this thing just like you. I've been pickpocketed twice. They're going to identify and understand. Now you have a story to bring back home with you. If you're on the Rambla, I'm imagining this happening on the Rambla. First thing to keep in mind is that if you want to find, or in the metro, if you want to find your valuables, there's a small chance that they are near you right now where this thing just happened. I've heard a lot of stories of pickpockets taking the valuables, taking out the money, and getting rid of the rest of the material because they don't want it with them. I've even heard a story of a pickpocket dropping a wallet back right underneath a person where they were standing. So you might look around quickly in the area, look in the garbage cans. They've discarded material. If you're on the Rambla, keep in mind that if you turn around and walk uphill towards Plaza Catalonia, there's a police station. The police station is on the western side of Catalonia, Plaza Catalonia. That's kind of near the Apple store. You might see some police cars out front. The station is actually down underneath. There's a stairway going down. Now, the police, they're probably not going to do a lot. This happens all the time. They don't speak tons of English. There are usually translators there, but during regular week hours. But you want to have a police report because it might help you in filing a claim to get anything back. The U.S. consulate prefers that you have a police report also. Getting money wired. There are two Western Union offices on the Rambla. One is about halfway down and the other one's about 2/3 of the way downhill. Now to get money, what you're going to need is you're going to need the routing number from whoever's sending you the money, and you're going to need an ID. So hopefully there's some kind of ID that you've left back in your hotel. You don't ever want to carry all of your ID with you. In fact, I would say don't ever carry your passport with you, but maybe we've gone beyond that at this point. So next thing you're probably thinking about is if you've lost your passport is the U.S. consulate. The U.S. consulate is located up in the sort of western corner of the city. A lot of people don't go up there. It's open basically from weekday hours from 9 to 1. Now you can walk in, there's walk-in service. What they're going to ask you is they're going to ask you 145 euros, if possible an ID, though they will deal with you if you go in there empty-handed. You're going to need 2 photos, and you can take those photos there at the consulate, and they do issue emergency passports to get you back home. To get to the U.S. consulate, you can take a train from Plaza Catalonia. It's sort of in the area of the metro system. It even looks like the metro system, but it's actually a separate system. It's called the ferrocarrils, the railroads, the trains that go out of the city from Catalonia. Not the regional Renfe trains, but the trains that are near the metro area. And they go up into the western quadrant of the city and go out, and they will take you right underneath the U.S. consulate. You're going to want to get off at a place called Reina El Hacienda. I'll write that name down below. It's near the area of Sarriá, and they'll try to deal with you. And then the last thing is, I know this sucks, but is it possible to still trudge on and have an amazing holiday? This thing happens all the time in Barcelona. Barcelona is still a safe city. It's still a beautiful place. I'm going to just leave that open to you. I've been pickpocketed here 2 times. The last time, I've told this story before, is that pickpockets took my bicycle helmet while I was carrying it, and I didn't even really realize until I think about a week later. Folks, this is James Whalen. I'm giving you specific solutions, quirky fun. Question of the day, I'd love to hear any experiences that you had. What was it like? You were hearing all this about pickpockets. Was it really that bad for you when you were here? Did you have a good time? If you're liking these videos as much as I'm liking making them, go ahead and grab the like button, folks. Tell your friends. We're having an amazing time working through all this. I'm just trying to give you everything I've got, folks. I'm just trying to empty my brain for you, talking about the things that I've seen and things that I've lived here. I'm not an expert in Barcelona. I'm not a tour guide. I'm not a historian, but I know what I've seen with my own life. And that's what I'm just trying to transmit to you, folks. So let me know if I can help you with anything else. Throw me a comment, and I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much. Bye-bye. See you later.